Protecting your data is the foundational part of cloud infrastructure management. As workloads grow and evolve, the risk of accidental data loss, corruption, or even malicious activities increases. In such scenarios, having an automated backup strategy in place not only safeguard your environment but also ensure minimal disruption when issues arise. Hello everyone, I'm Sanskriti Harmuk, a developer relations at Vultr, and in today's Tech Talk, we will cover Vultr's automatic backup system, which provide a simple solution to automate data protection for your Vultr cloud compute instances. We will also discuss why automatic backups are important, explore practical use cases, and will wrap it all up with a live demonstration showcasing how to set up and manage auto backups for your instances. So, without any further ado, let's get started. Vultr Automatic Backups offer fully managed hands-off approach to creating point-in-time copies of your instances. These backups are performed on a configurable schedule you define, whether daily, weekly, or monthly. These backups are stored on a fault-tolerant redundant storage system within the same data center as your Vultr Cloud compute instance. This proximity ensures fast access and durability, keeping data protected from localized hardware failures. The system captures the entire file system of the instance, including operating system, installed applications, and user data, giving you a full snapshot of the server state at the backup time. However, it is important to note that any attached Vultr block storage volumes are not included in these backups, so they need to be managed separately. Automatic backups are critical for several reasons. They provide protection against accidental data loss, whether it is due to deleting something important or a failed update. Vultr Automatic Backups enable rapid instance restoration, allowing you to revert your server back to the previous healthy state. This in turn shortens recovery time objectives and help maintain service availability. By automating the backup process, you avoid reliance on manual scripts, minimizing the chances of human error. They also keep business running smoothly with reliable recovery options, resulting happier customers and less stress for you. Automatic backups serve multiple practical purposes. For example, if an update or a configuration change breaks your system, you can restore from the last known good backup and resume operations quickly. Before deploying major changes or trying new software, creating a backup protects your current environment. Backups can also be converted into snapshots, which can be used to clone or move instances between different environments, regions, or projects, streamlining infrastructure expansion. Many industries require data retention policies and audit trails. Regular automatic backups help meet these regulatory requirements by preserving data snapshots at defined interval. Now that we have a basic understanding of Vultr automatic backups, let's see them in action. In this demo, we will enable automatic backups on a Vultr Cloud Compute instance, tweak the backup schedule, and showcase their role in recovery and migration workflows. Automatic backups is one of the most valuable features offered by Vultr, acting as a safeguard when things go wrong, whether it is accidental deletion, misconfiguration, or unexpected crashes. Let's start by provisioning a Vultr Cloud Compute instance. For that, open Vultr Customer Portal and navigate to the Compute section on Vultr. Here, click on Deploy Server. Select the compute type based on your preference. Here, we'll go with dedicated CPU for predictable performance. Then choose a region close to your users or project needs. Here, we'll go with Mumbai in our case. Then pick a plan that satisfies your resource requirements. For this demo, we'll proceed with CPU Optimize that offers one virtual CPU and 2 GB of memory. Then go ahead and select the base operating system. Optionally, apply an SSH key for secure remote access, add firewall group for control traffic, or startup script if needed. Then provide a descriptive label to your instance. Under the additional features, you will notice automatic backups as pre-selected for supported plans. This feature ensures scheduled backups of your instances. Enabling automatic backups increases the instance's base cost by 20%. For example, our chosen instance plan for dedicated CPU cost us $28 per month. With automatic backups enabled, 20% of $28 account for $5.60 per month. So this will make the total cost of the entire instance as $33.60 per month. The cost of automatic backups largely depends on the selected instance plan. But automatic backups are more than just some added extra charges. When enabled and used smartly, Vultr Automatic Backups provide reliable recovery options that you can use in the time of disaster. Once everything is configured, go ahead and click on Deploy. This will launch a fresh Vultr Cloud Compute instance with automatic backups enabled. Once the instance is up and running, you can navigate to the dedicated backup section present in the management page of the provisioned instance. If you didn't enable automatic backups feature while deploying a server, you can do so directly from here by clicking on the Enable Automatic Backups button, which will appear here. By default, automatic backups are scheduled to run weekly, but you can customize this schedule. Let's change the frequency to daily and change the time to 21 UTC. Click on Update. This will ensure that backups are taken every day at the specified time. When the system reaches the scheduled time, the backups will be listed in this section. As you can see, the backup of our instance is now created, and even the next scheduled backup time is visible to us for transparency, which is set for tomorrow at the same specified time. These backups can be restored at any given point by simply clicking on this Restore button. This action will roll your instance back to its saved state, including operating system, installed applications, user data, files, and configuration. These backups are also listed in the backup section present under orchestration. Vultr retains two most recent backups for each instance. The older backups are automatically removed once the new ones are created. These backups can also be converted into snapshots by clicking on this camera icon. Snapshots are user initiated point in time images which are ideal for cloning and recovering the exact state across multiple instances. To carry this on, click on Convert Backup to Snapshot. Once conversion takes place, the snapshots will be available in the snapshot section present under orchestration. These snapshots are also accessible from the snapshots tab present in the instances management page. There are two ways to restore a snapshot. One is by overwriting the existing instance. This can be done by clicking on the Restore Snapshot icon. This will erase the current data and replace it with the snapshots state. Other is by provisioning a new instance using the snapshot. During the deploy process, you can use a snapshot as the starting point and recover all the previous configuration. And that's how you can use Vultr Automatic Backups to protect, recover, and replicate your cloud environments. To wrap up, we have seen how Vultr Automatic Backups make protecting your instances simple and reliable with flexible scheduling and secure storage. But backups aren't just about safety. They help you recover quickly, test changes without worry, and move instances easily when needed. To get started with Vultr, claim $250 in free credits using the promo link attached in the description below and enable automatic backups on your Vultr Cloud Compute instances today. Thank you so much for joining this Tech Talk. We hope to see you in the next one.